They hear what the people they love. Want to get a shakeleti love. This love and I wanna get another one. I go take and do waiting I love. Waiting you love, oh. Baby, waiting I love, oh. Waiting I love, I go know how we love my heart, oh. Go, no be vodka. This time I need ginger. But I know the ways that. gonna pay you with money. Mama, 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 my honey. Suku wadai, hospitals, akwe papa, second of the year. Ye bedi ye, ye humbato ye. Ma, 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 ma. Oh, 1 million jobs, mama. Oh, baby, yo. Obeye, obeye. Order number 2. This year, luko. Translate. Eyezu, eyeza, NDC, miya wezo. Alada nizongo, kamami, ingelezo, kana bebia.
Aye kwaya putu, sotupu, mahani, mahina, anu huria.
Translate.
Ate muri, inna anu nigira. Ayo muri, inna sabola ye.
Very good evening to you once again. Midini Fifi Asante Impari. Anase Kofi Asante Impari. Na ene enyumrei matna Hit Africa akwena kese so. Aye the program foforo. Emono chiao Ghana omofre bibiom se tiaraba. Ene enyumrei ya na yete ho. Emono chiao na ye de bro. Oh my fiem. Oh, Mukemu, baby, Amuobia. It's amazing, exciting new program. Yasheshe. Ya tuned in focus. Ene yede bro. Now we can say focus there and anything focus no near patch saying near say you're trying to say resetting Ghana no and helping to build Ghana no to deal with the NDC 2024 manifesto no ye baba betra affiliating 10 years so na ya to ye bo abiebie so apapa mu akyerɛkyerɛ mu nea obi ente ase no wate ase ye to make a very informed decision and sana 7th December edu no wakwakwakɔto ama party a ɔde ade papa eba Ghana na ene enwumre show yi nea me na medi ho kyea me na nipa nso obeboa me ama yakeka show yesi ani ya kyerɛkyerɛ niemam ama bibia ye pepepepepe lawyer Addison Danso oye member of NDC UK and also lawyer mua ewo kromo a iresi abruchiri ha say na oneme na beboa from next week no so no me nua kwame owusu a chance baba be kan ho na yato yebo nya kyerɛkyerɛ show yi mu enti eno na anwumre ye de aba baby ye beko bia ne di achi na nya ntobo ase na ye nkyerɛkyerɛ mu bɔkɔ. Good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Fifi Asante Impari. You know the name, it doesn't change. And tonight we are bringing you a dedicated show powered by the NDC UK and Ireland Chapter Communication Bureau, and which we have a team behind it, a mass team. We don't want to reveal that team, a very mass team. And tonight we are bringing you this brand new show from this part of UK to you. Tonight, the gentleman who will be helping me breaking down the policies to the layman's understanding is lawyer Anderson Danso, a very renowned lawyer here and also a member of NDC UK and Ireland chapter. Tonight, Lawyer Anderson is going to help me, be with me, stay with us, and let's do this together as usual. Also, our brother Kwame also a child will join us as from next week and for us to deliver this show to you. Unfortunately, tonight, we are slightly late because we were waiting for certain broadcasts to finish, leave the airwaves for us to also take over. So please pardon us. This show is actually entitled Focus. And as I said earlier, it's NDC UK and Ireland chapter. I want you to note that name, NDC UK and Ireland chapter, powered by the Communication Bureau of that chapter, bringing you the show to your homes, to your cars, to your work, wherever you are tonight. Stay with us and stay tuned. Producer, mama, Bako, answer the atwaso. Thank you. Thank you, producer. Thank you. I love that song. That is our 2024 campaign song. It's amazing song. Udo mama to anayenko. Yeah, they are sempa aba mama they are sempa ba NDC they are sempa ba 24-hour economy. Now tonight, as I said earlier, resetting Ghana. We are going to look at our manifesto. Very, very important. Before we can reset Ghana, before we can build the Ghana we want, we have to start with policies and promises. And many of these policies and promises are going to be set or have been set in our manifesto. So we are going to take this manifesto, take our time, look through the manifesto bit by bit, bit by bit. Yɛbɛto yɛ bo ne yɛdwan ɛte sɛ sɛ na yɛ maame no ka anaasɛ yɛn mpanimfoɔ bu beebi so wonya abotrɛ edwan edwa ntɛte a nhu ne nsono. And that is exactly what we're going to do. We're going to take a painstaking time to digest this manifesto from A to B or from A to Z, making sure every character, every word in that manifesto is explained and explained properly. Tonight, Lawyer Anderson Danso, welcome to the show. And I will give you a free run for you to introduce yourself and also to add anything you want to say to what I've said earlier, and then we can start. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Fifi. Thank you so much. And thank you, people. Thank you. Thank you so much. I've been looking for this opportunity for a very long time indeed. But I knew that this opportunity will come one day, to come today, that you have the chance to go in set by set. We have got to that point. We had always been. It is our friends from the other side who try to drag us into the gutters. We don't even follow. We don't even follow. We have got to that point that we talk about policies because we've been there before. We've managed the country before. We knew how far we brought the country. And it's very painful. Hey, yeah. Say, why you be no bon pain? Na ubia sub no de konechi. Say, what's your memo? And I say, Brono be crasso. Now, who obra ubia or the phobia bo. Na sebi o de phone wo no janechi. Na ne ma. Sebi esun, sebi okronto. Na ne may ayam kwasampafo. Na omaye fie japade ne basa okura anya busu ne kura attention wo say how say eti papa so mesi pa tiase a anka ne dan ye si patase na assistant treasury eti kaye finsi a waje japade enkula intimi enwrane eye papa yi japade ne kura no mfa mpenti dan kura kakra. That is the kind of country we're going in. We move many steps forward, and unfortunately on the back of lies. We all knew what happened 2016 on the back of lies. Now, at the end of the day, they just took over, the MPP took over, and now paddled the country so backwards. And I can assure you, say only MPP for no be kura kasa, any Ghana for no be kasa. The omo can say, awe, papa die, wama yensesi from papa. Na man for be na kura kama asimo mo can say, obiara kura denye me yana se ba omia. For every time that the country has delivered State of the Nation address by the president and answered the budget, na then he runs to Central University and Mutual, and he would that is on the true State of the Nation address, telling the people, say he has all the information that he wants, and indeed a country can be run this way, it can be run well and better. You can't borrow your way through, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this. And when we lost office in 2016, as someone make a change this for be and say, Mon come to me, young could be okay, James Adam. So say you lose power about 2016, the Asia Dame Muedio. The reason is your mama near this year set to be to another progression. Yeah, from 2017 said your money bad the punk of we be taking all this credit and say it's gonna be their credit. He as a business person, no, it will no. Okay, make it we know. Well, unless you don't know them. Some of us we know them. Any mom, I'm saying, well, mama make a credit. No, so down. So, baby, your mama near this day, or man, could do there. They only have to sit down and watch the country grow. Not, but they won't sit down. Because they won't sit down. I know them. Minimum, only men people. Now, when they appointed their over 120 something ministers, one madam from Fat Telephone from that's on Gofana come when I'm so that's where the ministers on my point. I'm back home. What is show me at the end of the 4 years, no, when the same John Mama and TMP for a pump, some people need be fee, me or Ghana. No, besides, now when your Mahama baby abba bed, and what is your problem? If your Mama easy and work idea, what's your problem? And I'm saying, listen, you are saying what your people are saying without thinking, oh, quite call Cambridge. without thinking it through. This is the same man who lost the election, but 44 point something percent in the 2016. He turns around and Ghana 1 million voting in 4 years only. ABC, the unprecedented. Then pull parliament to 137 to 137. The same number. Parliament, you know. But for the independent candidate on Wagwakwa side, and I don't even have the majority. And no crying ton channel. Show the money, the course, I'm a so etiquette year and Quebec be as Mokra, 137 Quebec more because much in Chimney and Saji. Then so Emman is happy. Ya yes, now I keep on telling them, now no be catch him so baby, Cornedia, see the MPP new, on baby. Now said the Cornedia, see if they leave it to Ghanaian spad and Yadi Beton William Tree. No bit me re election one, and 2016 American and get the game one. Then be one so. Na yeni eda ho. Na if they try anything funny, we all going to be there. Say if you need mobility be answer him. Say you register. We have more than 1,000 people going there. Tientina and Kasa. Yeah, it will be power and the destination is coming from a Central region, Eastern region. The other part of the Eastern region, the and all the regions actually the initial. It is a big try something funny because listen, if we don't bear our teeth, if we don't step forward now, the PP has a grand agenda to extend our party and reduce our party to 45 and 46% while they stay in power for long. The entire number, that's why they were trying to do the state capture. We will get there. While we're gonna look into this. My main conclusion is I hand over my obium. Now, the manifesto is out. Resetting Ghana. Of course, Ghana needs a reset. Everybody knows that. In fact, Baumia Ghana needs a reset. It's not someone in a more cancel. The minimum boss, buy papa in an idea, make a hobby. One in buy in an idea, make count. But one near buy a crown, who these album in him, who Baumiano, large Baumiano, who are these album in the Beltron Wefrim. A young Plano Assembly can say, Coco Siko, Assemba, Menkao, Sikaba, Mishimbi, Baumia, any year. So for every leader who does assemble and council or leader papa, one of the reasons why I trust John Mahama was listen, I take responsibility for this. I will fix it. Say buy we will fix it. But a new leader, okay, say me buy me try 11. What one I'm going 11 buy? One can wash one who suffer ni pa pushy. And this case a baby came the Wutimika. So now such a person, listen, you can trust anybody you want in the world, but a person that you shouldn't trust is a dishonest person. A dishonest person is very, very dangerous person. Very, very, very dangerous person. Say Obia or yet dishonest, you can't even trust them because their entire life is hinged on their dishonesty and make sure say almost manipulative amount for. Listen. Now we all know Ghana for unity we have to change. So then I would team na dia to one and then yes that program is brand new program. Me pacho bo program no de we end this neighbor pa and I would team me nim. Bo program no de will spread the program because our manifesto no resetting Ghana, creating jobs, being accountable to the people and make sure say prosperity will be our focal point. It will be our kakra. Yet me say then will be our destiny. And I said be a and you'll be our destiny na asasa. Then so we know for sure. Say John Mahama NDC and or manager Japadie and create some Japadie or PDS to steal it. We know that one for sure. Etienne say John Mahama any NDC. Ebetuana Mompa at least. Say nipa no one to no feature. Any panel by hand kakra. The average Ghanaian knows. Say a politician ebeto di amenedi. And a politician over Chichiliska. But the average Ghanaian knows when politician is honest and politician thinks about the people at least even 40% of thought. And that's what brekuso. Be big chess that year can open the other. Then so be think Laboni, admin in action, but to a baby radio station, I can say, now Obekakura, no movie, as Uncle Case, Sebia, so said your Como Papanquasia for now, Mobra. Yenmobra no Munomo. Now, I have been very close to a lot of them. We are going to, as we drill them in Manifesto down, we are going to expose how they've dragged us forward. We're going to get into Ghana when we left it. 2016 and the moment started 2017 and the state of Ghana now. In fact, Ghana, they have all the excuses. We will go into the excuses. The excuses is COVID-19. The excuses is Ukraine war, and we will go into it. We will compare to the sub-region. Near share a memo papa. NDC ebabuye. Na afie say besi biara 7th December. Just the stakes are very high. It's a must. We have to win that election. It's a second 40 as I say, and maybe say, oh, yes, these people cannot continue sitting there. And that is the agenda. And that is what the resetting Ghana is about, Fifi.
Thank you. These people cannot continue
No.
what they are doing.
No, under no circumstance.
What that election is about. And Mijitu, resetting Ghana is what this is about. However, they started, I think if the Ghanaians miss the opportunity to stop them now, then there will be no Ghana left. Now let's look into our policies, because this show is mainly going to focus on our policies and our promises. And actually ama ye maamenom ye papanom ye wofanom ye antenom bia omuntinye mebiase anase misinformation ne ya dane ya no bi e de akere mo mbete ase na oma make very informed decision obronika bibi informed decision into this program and this show. It will be in both English and Twi. Bear with us. The beya obia beti ase nti ye kano onso unim kasa foforo bi a otia na onso akwa kyerɛkyerɛ mu osaka sanim ama wonnua nso anase obampanifo anase empanifo bi nso ate ase e wo kasa omte ase na nya me pese ye hwɛ ne sɛ me pese ye hwɛ yɛn table of content ene on the policies anase manifesto, the manifesto, table of content of the manifesto. Enti sawosha one, our subheading here, resetting the economy and creating prosperity for all. Now, Obi Bekasa resetting the economy and creating prosperity for all the then ye pese ye chira na ye nyina nim se ye Ghana se ne isisi aye kasa Obi Bekasa imprempren ekwafi ni beka imprempren Ghana economy no de abubu egufem ni nyina asai enti esese ye ba ne edi ndua be hyehyem na ye strengthen no na ye gene ntata na ye san kyerɛ economy no se ne nante na fiase anante na efedi onante wi a wasan sua mirikatu wa fiase nso aiden atumika na prosperity for all no ne aye kyerɛ mu on say ye create prosperity bi a anas ye magana ye no enye ankonam bi nko a yenimom ewo baabi ena omo ye den omo yes omo baba be didi ho but Ghana ni bia for all Ghanaians and found your religious background and found suku alkoe and found papa din and found mami din and found baby a ye wo to ye nti obia ye beche amanaso obia so nti eno no subheading wo sha ye see your fiscal policy, scaling up revenue mobilization, student expenditure management, public debt management, monetary policy, exchange rate policy, and financial sector development, implementing effective monetary policy to reintroduce inflation, managing the exchange rate, enhancing payment system to promote financial inclusion, promoting financial sector stability and development for economic growth, restoring confidence and integrity in the capital markets, strengthening the banking sector, promoting indigenous participation in the banking sector, revamping the specialized deposit taking institution SDR sector, insurance and pensions, medical insurance and pensions. Inti na mabubo so kakra yi me ba be kyerem wo quickly wo twi mu na madane ho nso ama na nso mabisa wadwen efa ho say are we on the right path ana resetting Ghana no e kire say Ghana abubu a ye pese Ghana san efa ne ntuma pa efra biem na ye de Ghana esi mpampaso bi a ye pese Ghana etu no nia ye si iniama esese ye san eba behwe ye twa ye chi ana ye chi behwe a MPP aben asen no obroni prebi efre bibi fiscal policy Obronika fiscal policy eye mbrɛ bi a wode ato kwan mu a ɛno na hwɛ wɔ economy no sikasɛm ne nneɛma bi a ɛbɛma economy no agyina yie. That is the policy. Na ɛhwɛ saa anaasɛ saa mbra na ɛhwɛ saa nneɛma no ma nneɛma yɛtumi de totɔ yie ɛno ɛne ɛfrɛ no fiscal policy no. Scaling up revenue mobilization no ɛyɛ sɛ yɛbɛhwɛ ɛkwan a Ghana bɛfa so a ebi a ntoboa yɛgyegye yɛn taxes a yɛgyegye yɛbɛhwɛ baabi a ebi a yɛntumi nyaade yɛntumi ngyegye ne yie na anaasɛ obi etua ne deɛ pɛpɛɛpɛ na yɛahwɛ na yɛagyegye ama ɔman no anya so mfasoɔ nkɔnkɔyɛ nkurɔfoɔ yi asɛmasifoɔ yi flat rate yi bi ɔno yɛbɛkɔ very very funny. And prudent expenditure management. Obrenika say bibi a prudent na say anasa expenditure management na say yehu say abenye sisui omo se na omo be hwe nneema bi ese so omo tuatua ema oman no ebia sika omo ntutu sika sika niye sika twitwiri die afa omo nsem akohyehyehye yefre bibi waste ama Ghana shiri sika bebre, but ye very prudent expenditure management, which means in ye maybe a say ye tuatua a kabi esi ye tuatua no ye behwe the ones that need renegotiating, the ones that need paying ye be tuatua na sa pepepe ama ye be making sure that there won't be waste sika yet abano etugu ana Ghana etugu. Public debt management. And I'm a kind of nurse a council a day in sono, ye beshan ye din shishay abba, na yetimi ayadin a tuiano, send a see a tuana pepe, yen jack a canning guo, ni and canco country, say, yenibi, nyambe and among ye, and ne, Ghana, sensus and sono, edi ye do, baby, ye do no. Samika say, yeka crandle, we stop servicing it, yen tria ye car, a walk a man on it, yen tria a guo, and a train. Almost translate your mama and brambitia. Into also the public debt management. Now let's look at the monetary policy, exchange rate policy, and financial sector development. The monetary policy is very important. New bronikas anes and your petra say, send ye better to mbrebia the better to yesika. Ebeboa ye exchange rate, ye ka exchange rate, and the CD to the dollar, the CD to the pound, the CD to the euro. Say sesa Ghana sika kosesa dollar in niema ye de beto embra de beto akwan mu ebeboa ama sa niema yi so no ebeye easy ama Ghana ni epe abrochire ana amono ni sika bi a onu so no oma Ghana sika kakra bi so a obetimi de asesa bi. And then financial sector development omba bi abetu mpo na se obegyina ne nan so a emi say na ne financial sector anu ye ne banks ne banks a etwa oman mu ahie nyina ene oman no so national bank anasa ye frɛ bibi ya to ne di wo Ghana, the Bank of Ghana in Shishaya edaho no so eboa all the financial sectors no and also very very important. Na no na NDC so say implementing effective monetary policy to reduce inflation. Now say say inflation edu baby koye twemu 45%. If you say MPP abenya not to see no mu monetary policy is so bad. Omu chesika titri die mekasa me bo ha enko ga calculate bia so ama e push inflation ekosoro because esika no mu twa omu de be good system nim ano say pushy over 800,000 Ghanaians into poverty. Now say 800,000 Ghanaians into be here for because inflation no cost na mesika wo honom no intimi ntohe because in yamabo identity especially food inflation and then you go sit ho nti ono so NDC aka say on by implementing effective monetary policy to reduce inflation. Managing the exchange rate, MSMA Bosso, the Baya, Yebetimi, manage a very good exchange rate sika Ghana sika besesa no and then ukoshwe dollar adu sesa 16 Ghana cedis ekwe twam ansa na wanya $1 no ye behwe near the abafem yen ye honom no na ukita 4 Ghana cedis and 3 Ghana cedis ne few we na ude yen running up to 4 Ghana cedis na utiminya $1 eto sane ye pese ye no enhancing payment system to promote financial inclusion. And this is very, very important. Na say, nya yechra ni say, ye behwe yesika samsu ye na ama obia financially no obia wato no anaso obia nso atimi ayeden enya bibi agomu botom promoting financial sector stability and development for economic growth. Your way, me say, ye jina ya ba ababa beti say, MPP aben buy on the good banks bebre. Na banks on man pepe bi eni wiasima ogu banks. Ugu banks now the banks edi enim o banks enim twitwi fam na okotra with them now doing say bank way will be in competition. Bank way nipa we support your opposition into gusa banks na ama also sika as I say what on my move because banks in the kita businessmen mu banks in the kita the form banks in the kita Ghana form into yes ana no wiki we're weakening the financial stability of the country. And no na NDC ka say yes ba me make sure say you be promote financial sector stability, which means you be share no to promote sorry, I missed a line. Promoting financial sector stability and development for the economy because banks need general nice year and also be economy no amane jine. Restoring confidence and integrity in the capital market. You can't be capital market. I'm saying the Bereniati. Sisia no Ghana. You ko amanone ni you can say you koton suo. Udi Ghana bin kaso koton suo cry. Yan toma. No any capital market you sike gu amanone a yetimi ko eko bomu busie bi ne de ba Ghana ne de ba yempuntunjuma. Sisia sike gu amanone a yetimi ko mu eko bobusia ne bi ba yempuntunjuma no. Tama ye fi abemu no ye ja bi credit na sa Ghana ye sika sam ye kwa manone a ye disika man eno na MPP aben yi ba ye no mo fa so omo kwa no makoje ono magye a na sika no so omadi na sika no ye hu ni omo de aye omo achicha ma omo hu ni omo abusuafo ni omo ndamfofo ne ye din ase wo ho nti NDC so omo ba omo besa make sure say omo an omo restore previously ansana nkrofo yi eba ena omo baba be ye ne omo baba be ye ase ye sika asem ye nti ye besan ye den ye besan make sure say we will restore the confidence na say ye be set up ye be chef apema abrofo na wo capital market ana ama no ne no be bia ye ka sika asem no on besan anya gidie we mu ama ye kɔ hɔ a ne ye hia bibia o masan ma ye na sisi ade ye ntua ye ka MPP ntua ye ka na empanifo bu baby omo say ukofin kosua na utua next time ukọ na ope akụkọ a ye de ma na sisi ankosua MPP fo ankotua kai omo kwa akụkọ ye mfa amomo nti na the capital market is shut on their faces aka miensa ne mawie na fede lawyer Addison Danso so take over yes sign eka bibi yes strengthening the banking sector me can earlier your banks no be gugu no mbe say niama na ebe make sure say banks no ebe say jnom na so na omafa omontuma pe efra John Mama ka say banks are omafa kwampa so ngom ni nyina no it will be reviewed na a review ni ehu say sa banks no omandi boni bi ahwe ni omo hu twa ti say akokɔ batan nti say yes sign ama sa banks no esa be operate bi mu a ye be san mo maba ama omaba be operate. Na aha na eme there also promoting indigenous participation in the banking sector is important. MPP eba ye no omaba be gu Ghana for Ankasa Bank. Ghana for Ankasa a bank. And na NDC ka say ye be making sure say ye be promote indigenous means say ya ho Yankasa Ghana for banks no near ye no yeba near Baba promote to make sure say Yankasa Ghana for your banks big jina omanaso. Then revamping the specialized deposit taking institutions. That is the SDR sector. Making sure say your casa revamping na I say ye baba be share ye special deposit ye be shemu kutupa. Mbra ebi eda ho no ye be hwe na yahye ni yie de be ya se bank bi deposit bi ese odi hyemu ansana watimi operate as a bank no ye be hwe we nyina na yahye and make sure nso say yankasa asoman no ye de niam tutu yie ndi sadaroma niam omode ba no na yetimi akoyanim as a country la Addison so made the manubesi wa near me can ye ya me church me also near can be looking at the table of content starting from resetting the economy and creating prosperity for all. No, the patrol, you are on the floor.
Thank you so much, Fifi. Comrade Nyamisha pa enwan wakano. So sha NDC aibida. Na yaibi pain. The pempenso I just see in opposition was simply because in Ipebia by nature no, we have an insatiable desire. Say you know now me san usuzu with many na say no. Enti ni pabonfu bi ana eye niema hunan e the other side MPP fu nkeka nsem enti people had to jump into the leap to the point some do the darkness sisi ekoyechi nipa bibiri kasi yanko fe ya de sa ma minchi odi nti a asma make na nya bosim na making o hwe bebia can say strengthening the banking sector na no Dr. Park was indum se mo be kaya na nsia tutu na namu ekọ eye omampani eye jomama ho echichire enkrata bebere tintimi ere kokodan no se ewura misrew na anu asem esiye no mani ntwam na ano niema dada ni nyina twam ese obi sakra na yese obawurade ma oya bode afoforo meboa sese masakra ma gina menim bia yekọ ukaya 2016 2015 2013 ebe nyina ne 2014 Dr. Ndum ene political party no PPP GCP so a no matwa bo NDC sa na munim bia moye also Dr. Ndum say NDC wa ba mu kwa ana unyuma etini ekoso. Look at the competition. Even Dr. Ndum's bank was giving all the major banks, including the Ghana Commercial Bank. But over 6,000 everywhere. The Domenia Bia, no more innovate one of my favorite, no dying ebu, no maca, no maca, no more innovate, no be bank, maybe, and any penny my omo teacher bank, one crown. Omo ko aye gas for ho no makoko din komo efa aye money savings ho ne ade na the bank emu ebie pa kora mo be establish adwuma kroyim ewe England or the bank ya ho ne be establish wa hanom it's not so any problem ba kokora it omo ye ni nyana manfo ka che ne say Dr. Ndu hwani ye me kai pa so wo kasa ana mama ban ye ana NDC ban ye na as ode ne ho akoko MPP for me kai pa se former finance minister tekpe e ka che ne say ye wo kan hwani ye o etini tie enka na ne nkyerɛ sɛ ɔbɔnten so fo mefa nko yeti enko ya ne ye Ghana fo no kora adwuma hɔ no ye nwuma no ye ba begugu no na afe ahɔhoɔ mu ma ba befa so ohun de akwakosi they don't care as an MPP they don't care so long as they get something in their pocket they don't care who takes it and on by ye omodiviti ase wɔ Frankadu eye car bank ɔkɔ Frankadu efri eyi e kan say achimtafo ɔmo nso firi amoaben ano source amoaben okọ amoaben bank UT amoaben fi kukurantumi ofi kukurantumi ko chebi 20 minutes omo fi chebi omo ne bo golf in fact omo opposite kro mo chere mo ne ho no mo ko bo obosia okọ omo amfi no omo fi ho no mo ana omo de kwa omo de na musa no ba Dr. Ndum so Dr. Ndum had always believed say he could leap into a better point now where the government institutions and him akwa ko obosia ama the government later the Dr. Ndum knew said the defend omo bank na eguo eye Kenoforiata bank na eguo they were using Ghanaians money and Ghanaians platform to revive their bank na for nyom Satan and no nyom ho And the one piece back I said, listen, yeah, as I said, yeah, I mean, the people have seen it. Ghana for are not stupid. Omo who say chronona Dawson. Enti krano, ebi mon twiom hu fra ban kaka na look attractive. Na kufu ado so on TV that. Da. Can we ask me you know realize ba me aso monte. And so omo aswa oman and no mabombo ni fi yes you. It's oman at tia pants. I'm assuring people. And this will win by the grace of God and of course with your effort. Now see we need a thing because you're my na many de bia me ka say and I tell penifo party nim say if certain individuals are ekwochichire abusuakuo ekoye PDS omo de wi ayen sika so many months I will be ankom he no these people are not brought to book. That's the same day I will close my umbrella and leave the political scene forever because enipa bia de bone esese amemo sesa esese aban foforo ba no de na isi form na ohwe sese enipa de om nyina ebeba into books enti no de o kana no ano no we will make sure hwe ena me na o kasa yi so bia nko ne phone so okobo £1 o de kuma tun kwa chenya advert na me ama tap send ko tap send okobo £1 ubo say £1 equivalent to almost 21 Ghana cedis. I think it's about 2045 as a 2062. So £1. Kohe $1 baby edru. Na said ye keka kono. Ebe kwa drew December no. And then Ghana is rated as a junk economy by all the sovereign rating companies. And these are private and individuals. But we let them at be. NDC Frakunyam na just say where is the men? Where is the men? Now you see, the Fifi, the Ukrainian say, oh, share amone ye no mo ye no. The BAD and say it's not because they don't know what they are doing, because Oma bofo. Two things. If people are abro see Timodion. But Timodian crowd and Timodin, Obi and Timodino, the Timodin say, or the Niama Kame, and as Niaman Quabia and Abia Nim, and then Yenny da Hon or day, about Brody and da Hon. So be a bow of room. Now could add a na entos room a new and mere otian fanya na obetu ye entos namely into the bufu na wafasi cano to chagu for and no more petri modern we do abro. That is the level where MPP for edu. By yen some of us stand any mom lady ye nim say enye one omedu one no mo free ba Dr. Nyawonya otamakru catch there okay yentie atakana di catch there or throw the book chase the elephant into the bush no catch there. So that any people be job party because of Nana Kufuor ne ba me on buy it. People be job party because people knew them. The man for mom. Ye kan 2016 paper so paper ngoma so na nya nanu mode o. Na kan ye mu ntia. Ene ye nyina age enyuma to honom na ye pese Ghana san begia. Me say ana be kan me ne oni fifi me ne oti krom edemi. Obi en pamo ye. Ana obi an so mpamo ye. Se ka se Ghana ye nko obi ko betimi de high fie ni atena. Na said him can paper so paper ngoma so na nya nanu mode ne ye mu ntia. When you know ye man we need to go back. It ye hwe ne nya sa eman ma sa nkofo mu timo dene. No mu wi o man no sika. No mu se wo man no mu nyi obi. It's the impudence, the arrogance that even comes with it. And you know, if we are saying say we are going to scale the revenue mobilization, and yet say ye boa bem na COVID etwa mu fie 9 na negusu tua COVID levy. And okra ye nya bibia mfa nkyere amanfo no. Ka bia o de ko Ghana o de bubu nefe o de opa report never a year a chances number more duty ebe bonu ntimi and I'm not nyina yom ka fatogu and I'm not nyina yom ka fatogu na manfo aye kurulu abom na pom de nam sister no musa essence modinti when we are saying we are going pacho say
wadaroma ye no for wanusi mame
pacho me de banusi it you can say we are scaling up revenue mobilization. We are going to mobilize our revenue very well. Yeah, be paying. Now, yeah, really, manifesto it down. You bet your kwan be no. You bet your kwan ye no. Now, show the new way, even the improved way. I they buy amount for buying home kakra. And for prudent expenditure, it's yajiji you know. Now you say be a tam. Now you they cry pick up 200 for presidential candidate. They say about me say you pick up 200. Pick up Bakubia and best $64,000 times 200 of any campaign. We would not do that. Me that's mean manu biti we no.
Me that's it, Lawyer Anderson. Me that's it, and you marry. Chapter 2. Nia Sefin wa Johnny me patrobo modiana share program yi MIN. Let me say call a friend to call a friend. And I tag you be na on also enjoying. This program is actually being brought to you by NDC UK and Ireland chapter, and powered by the Communication Bureau of the NDC UK and Ireland chapter. And please take note of that. Then here can Obi Beka said, then program ya two program needing focus. The thing what journey when the initial introduction and focus. What we are going to do is we are actually taking apart, breaking down the NDC 2024 manifesto. Into today is the premiering of the program. We are looking at the table of content of the manifesto, and from next week, Yebeshe, what we the NDC left for the NPP and the Ghana we have today. Subsequent weeks, we will then go through the nitty-gritty of the manifesto itself, take it bit by bit, and then make sure every person that comes here and listens understands what the NDC manifesto is about before 7th December. That is our duty here. And one year, Yenton drew, Yenton approved by SD, almost the SD, everything is approved by SD something with the movie.
FD, Food and Drugs Authority. FD approved.
And you're drawing your tongue, so it's not FDA approved, and you're FDA approved. But that's it. Chapter 2, I say jobs for all, 24-hour economic policy, same job, 3 shift, 3 people. Key sectors of the 24-hour economic policy, support package for businesses, implementation approach, labor and institutional reforms for jobs. Aspire 24, increase labor productivity and enterprise competitiveness. The National Employment Trust, leveling up. I'm so excited to see this leveling up. You know why I scream about leveling up? 3 years ago, 4 years ago, I was doing videos about leveling up. And people thought I was insane. I have not even seen this leveling up. Wow. Hey, yemubi yakasa sa omutie yadamase. So leveling up, achieving equity for the youth, women, and persons with disability. That is proper leveling up. Employment program monitoring and evaluation. Then under business development and entrepreneurship, by Ghana agenda, expanding access to external markets, addressing human capital development skills deficit, leveraging private sector expertise and investment for job creation. Then Ghana Green Jobs Initiatives, then promoting foreign direct investments, FDI. And the last part of that is lotteries, betting, and gaming. I believe that is to do with maybe the tax to do with, or maybe how lotteries and betting.
Okay, into that.
Yeah, I believe that is about it. I'm not expert in this. Look, there is one thing I want to tell viewers watching us tonight. Say, subsequent series that we will do, we will have sectorial spokesperson chosen by the NDC, the national body of the party, to communicate on some of these things. We will get them on the show for them to be here to speak on them. For instance, energy, we will get Honorable Edward Bauer to come and speak on energy. For instance, infrastructure, we will get the Honorable Kwame Abuja, Minority Chief Whip, to come and speak on infrastructures. We will make sure we get all these sectorial approved sectorial spokesperson for them to speak on these things. So rest assured, we are going to make sure that we have a full package for our listeners here. You will be entertained, and not just entertained, you will be well informed that by the time you leave here, Even if you are undecisive, or even if you decided to vote MPP, you will have a change of thinking to give your vote to the NDC. Maybe tougher quickly opimu the be I am
Fifi opa ma memo we tofa otwi quickly na answer ya
come me na me num zo ga
me ha na no zo ga kra me das papa many age papa pase hanum wonum leveling up na o ka no miss me who manage pa, and the reason is we say NDC dream hwe kan ya dream ko yanim Oman bia any side you know team say obey level up no it's a problem that but come on leveling up no omo ye okay ya conservative government
Boris
Johnson na we here papa because you almost say se nipa ni bi koja ebi mu a na fe ama omanim tena ye den Ghana kwa de den mo esa say wo fifi na me no team antem e bia ye te enkran be bro no bi so na de bia ba wo se wo twem de mo bonyo mo to party mo didi na 2 doors away yes de bia ye da koma wan hwe yi ada be wo se ma sesa mo niam ma pie no dan me so me si akiri aba be bia mo bibia fi mo fi ono yes because de bia mo didi ba me da kom but mean to me so na kom it is any what they are I'll take advantage. But when we try and level up at the end of the day no so who did na be di peche kra na me meant me di peche kra me kakra bi do se me di it is who did na who di can say emo any akokọ nam na say me meant me any emo kra so at least that is bringing up to the point of the leveling up. It is very very important. Me de papa pass NDC to us ana mu ibiem NDC two sana we enyene na bibia NDC be two na mo so level up okay Chairman Wallace's time back in the days even before 1992 when he had vision of pushing Ghana in 2020 these are some of the things that he was talking about. In fact, the reasons crowd they revolution by even a PNDC time now is some of these things ebidi na ebidakom ebidi ehia buburu obi ka se nipa nyina anya pe in such a young pet, nipa nyina ntimi nyepet bolem na bi di so enya dwom be di kura it is a problem na panu nyina so o microna na empanifo na bi anim ana hye yenim nipa bi anim mo man yenim mo botom yenim se de o mote nenso no o madu sa pempen so so di peche esan so ma ban e ba e nre ye na bi guso dakom esa na eni braba panifo obebi o mu se aboa no o de eni bre na eka 24-hour economy policy. Same job, 3 shift, 3 people. As same way they say, a MP before moment yes. They've tried every means to this policy down and all that, but it is not even any rocket science to understand.
Now, many as uncle for my car will be now. Grandpa, they are not posting Nankupon Crobo. We ask you that.
Why? Some papa, they want a man Kasakura MPP more. Now we are some I say. The battle is the Lord. Which Lord are you talking about? Is it the sleeping Lord?
Or say, if we are saying, be anywhere, yeah, a Juma will be under.
You see, hatred and politics, no. Hatred and politics, there many people cry than Sebi as a Tibon Koso, like a parliamentarian, but here, Fantonche, Ghana for say able to weave between what is good and what is not good, especially almost when Swas once and someone with the mood power. Minia, maybe by Chrome Hanomo 2022. Sorry, 2002. In 2022, it came and 20 years for cream. And you may be anyone when you go Chrome Hanomoda. And you may be take it as a laborer at construction site, a laborer at the demolition site, security guard, a bus driver, a taxi driver, a fisher juma, care juma. It may be anyone in that. I'm telling you. By no, anybody P na early 2000s, or more meeting kings, the Omeka, meeting kings from Muntieme. Na your Tesco back from Tesco Kale Farm, na a Tesco warehouse. It was running 24 hours. Now the night shift was paying very well. Anybody may break a night shift, because no enhanced rate because almost unsociable hours after 9. And the night shift was starting at 10 p.m. and finishing at 6. Then the early shift will start at 6 in the morning and finishing at 2. Now mid shift, and another man will be brief. Now they start at 2 and finish at 10. It runs 24 hours. Asemwa Joma money and DC can we are never map. I say if there is no demand for it, how would not be any demand for it? How would not be any demand for work? Who told you that? There are people, we are sign up as the Ghanaians are lazy. There are people who are willing to work so long as you make it available. If we can say, oh, what about business owners, entrepreneurs? No, person be running 24 hours. The entrepreneurs will not want to run 24 hours simply because they do not. What is the partnership from the public sector? No, any juma to happen person. Do you understand? If I pay so much tax of so much electricity tariff, na me run 24 hours, how may I do it? The your money and this year, I say support package for businesses. It's one of the best out 24 hours now. We have support package for you. Come, let's sit down. How many of my citizens, Ghanaians, can you employ? Who your factory bonsa? Bonsa factory now we know. And bonsa for addition and a bit my employer. Any bonsa didn't impact man. I factory achem kwa habing. Achem kwa abi ade hye sen wona efre nyinem ono efre bomosu omo mu free krofo ni aken ahina abo employment into this factory. Okay, if this is the number of people abo employment in this factory there, then what I am saying now is if you tax we me the achew. And I think out here 40% of the produce cost now as tax, it's over to 20%. It's a nipa employment here. It is how the public sector relates with the private sector and the packages that they get. And it's as simple as that. As a major money and DC can say, the country needs to run very fast. The unemployment rate is too much, especially among the youth. So who is prepared to come on board? Share Tobinco Pharmaceuticals. Oyenro. I was Spinter's route. Can no fit as no fen rofi China, any India, no na nebeton. And on West in the factory away. Obey the tax at Chobutum, Sabine, of course. Now, and Shebe na adiaye. So Fanny Panny become one. No, be run a tray shifter. Obet me, any BBF film. Do you understand? Supply ben buy the mano. This is what we are talking about. The support package for businesses. And one else, Mayaka. And for implementation approach, you never say. Near the Yama Gusaniani, near career who say, oh, man, we know, and young can go on Kumasi. And I for the uncle, oh, man, we know, a bet nasi. One ever on board. Let's grow the economy. A tree should I don't know. Abba Papa, I don't know. Leader, a papa, no. Your mamma can so now a free air of my penny that I your mom or banady. Hey, that is work and no more. We had a moose of more when that is why you be paying. What can I say? This they get fun, Prem. You can't say they get fun neighbor. Hey, you to go Monteso and then no did it. That's the Nuna did it. The beer and this divide and Nuna mandate Macola tries and the Ama China for nobody. Every and tell this bear, listen, and this in Kutu. We can point MPP people. She can't buy a mask. No more to talk to Japan. Capital flight. Who when this Nibia capital flight? And this in fact, and this for no Kronma, it be free. D MPs or Ghana. Or mortgage. I'll give you up the mortgage. You know, they have not even come back to recover the mortgage. They don't even want it. Some back for my sika. No more. Debbie. You cannot point to any single NDC time. I want BEM, ABC 2016. So I do about to Japadia or Habato, and so and spokesperson for Ghana Gas Corano. Quatalanta Kosha Omadan is one more. Quatalanta, Georgia, Corada is one more. NDC Joe Mino. NDC Yesika be person will spend your money. And only as my yakan. And the NDC was Obianya Jumaya, no be autumn. So be a Jumaya being a two and con yonkos one. It may be anti be a usro. Otu ya refa no hwa wako Zen Gardens ebia Elaboni wako jiwe ni ukofia unsuru kaskopim se obia ewo dwuma kakrai eno ne forms for job or see a institutions no government institutions na ni hwe kwanko a ebetimi ede enema ne bia pia bi akwanim pia bi eche emiamia niemem se de bia ebetimi create ni nyina manifesto na capital my yaba be wuram ye wuram wie so a ye de odo we e broadcast nya beto ye we need power 2025 7th January ye de sia konya so a let's start the accountability. We'll be here. You have our numbers. Let's start the accountability. And we are very humble enough to make sure say we listen to you. We are not arrogant. You say phenomenal.
Thank you. Thank you. As Lawyer Anderson Danso said, here 2025, we will be here. You have our numbers, you have our contacts. Munfan and chase here, Muntagi and Amoka say Namokaye, and we will be here because we are
Yes.
going to ensure that we police our own government. We ensure that
Yes.
our governments, the very things that we've been assigned or tasked to preach out there is going to be done. Until
Yes.
we will be here. Answer na meko next one. So no your friend is saying a tie for kakra bi amanifo aba ha say moma yenji akwaba. Let me pick them up a little bit. Mami Araba France, thank you for being here. Abosi Aite Sashaku Medase. Ejena Mansa Medase Bebre for being here. Sasa. God bless you for also sharing to everyone else, for them or tagging people to join. Mami Araba France, I say, Mami Araba France, greetings, Fifi Asante Mpare. Greetings to you, Mami Araba France. Kid Menard, and so Ewahase, or says the MPP lie bad, they will go, and the 24-hour economy has and come or has to come to stay. I'd rather be also watching me live from Cove Town. Saga City Vim, honors saying your name, thank you. Honabi Noah, Ankra Afi Francisca, and so aha, or no so, or say on the Asamono Amen until the Odo love, Kasian Ataranable MIA, loads of love for us. Until Yadamase, Munguso, and so mu na yanko, Abeka Krabi, ye. So now let's look at our next chapter. Let's look at the next chapter. Bear with me 1 second. Let's look at next chapter on where we were. Okay, so our next chapter, lawyer, chapter 3, Ghana framework for industrialization, revitalization, support, and transformation. Ghana first. Into a no breakdown or say agriculture and agribusinesses development. Feed Ghana program, increase agriculture production for food security, feed industrial program, agro-processing for economic expansion and jobs, developing the agriculture market and value chain, agricultural infrastructure for increased production, innovative agriculture financing, promoting agricultural inclusion, institutional development, and regulatory framework. Then under that, we have trade and industry, manufacturing for growth, domestic trade promotion, a structured informal economy for economic growth, promoting exports, ease of doing business. Then after that, we have the culture, arts, and tourism economy. The Black Star experience, they labeled it. Harnessing culture for economic growth, build a thriving creative industry, enhancing tourism. Let me say, NDC, Omato Mobopa Ashe Iniama the Beboa Ghana for. So, agriculture and kwa say Iniama did that way, a bit the diaquemu as we speak, and can you say, Sisi Ayakwako approved $250,000 US. Yadi kwakwakoto a bro abe fidi and a grain abe fidi and organic. And can you say 3 months or 2 months spent one to finance minister and said there is a black hole now a comes to be see. Nesika walk rampono enti Mississippi and Yakoba Busian from World Bank. Omanya Onyankopon is such a fertile land because of lack of planning and lack of ideas by this government. And the lawyer, these ideas are NDC, the other two are Kwemuno. The framework for industrialization, revitalization, support and transformation, and then look at the agriculture and the agribusiness development. Na and also no bonitofa opimu na yenkweni wadaroma.
Me da se pa Fifi. E hono adwuma na e wo hono me ankasa me agriculture ni me do. Enti we hu hia me pa. Fifi adwuma na e wo hono e den na ndi
Mami so 1 minute. Emi dese wo kasa. Because yewra John Mama nso ko gina simply su katre Ghana for so no so ye agriculture ni. Obetwa John Domelo nso ye farmer. Eti ndi ye na say zenkra all politics no farming. John Mama farming are sexy. I use the word attractive and modernize using the modern mechanism of farming. Now, obietimi every university like I say, I want to be a farmer. Me anu si oho me pese me ma a picture no was research no sre ohonum sumu ne ma menom ne papa no ne ofa no wo fie omonti asem na asem aye.
Me da se pa Fifi agriculture ska wo mo. Sika wom, I'm telling you, I know near papa no share me papa do all my life I'm living in a no more do. Na I don't know what share it's me cool school every na adwuma we na adding intino but end this be yes ye be pen. Na no ya no eye Erastus asare donko. Our journalist e Joy FM. Ede eye no report why the drones akọ ekwaye britua kese da ganem na galamstea aban we ni aban we mu nkrofo eye MPP aban etu no said almost say niam no airtime very 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 sad so you kwani ana wado pen now head you omo na you cry I'm telling you obi a wetie me bia wia omo nkoma jo online na mo nkonkotie adanse this is an independent journalist so Erastus Asayodonko there's where nya no kwade about Erastus Asayodonko's revelation on galamsey na hwade omo tu galamsey no ewufie afa omo kokotu asuom ase ye nsuo nyina ensuo won Ghana nyina ase is e kokko galamsey na omo di nuro na etu eti afa hwe galamsey site na yare bone ana kidney problems e kum nipa bebrebe nyina eye enuro bone omo de frefra eye ye nsuo ehye ensase na ye dua enoba wo so asa enoba na epua ye die no omo says animal no omo yes they don't reclaim akonta mining eka ho Erasmus say you the akonta mining eye MPP chairman our Asante region chairman wuntumi do timi board better so na we no the chire depa no sa akwa bi na we good won nsem no the TV so chire depa no kan ana omo di sa asem no okọ wasama mu a wohwe champagne ahodo omo de omama amanfo sika de sisi so ni so say so na pa asem ndi sika ne say the framework of industrialization and revitalizing the economy. These are some of the revitalized to reclaim some of these lands. Ebiana anya ni manimi ya ani betimi awie de nanso esese etu ho na mo na galamsey ne ye kwan papa ye be ye free ho ne ye kwan papa as ye betu agudi efra asase me be kwan papa be fa so ensefo ne akwaye ana afe emubu nutan ene no bena mu fom na afe ense ye nsuo na afe mfa yare enso mre ye ade e be ya pa ne se wakokutu ska okọ wenye ska na untimi ni wahira wasay na say sika no ana afe wodinam hospital day in day out and this is what we saying say ye beba ba be share agro processing na ya making sure say ya expand the economy through jobs agri sika wo who said that say or say yetimi to 2 month 3 months to the extent say ye be do koko agu na afe ya de tu sika okọ and this is why we are saying say we are coming to promote agriculture, we make it inclusive not fair the new mechanisms about we a chapter near boss we see you do that chapter now within now I go see 7 December no you bet who uncommon no one say and this when the papa and eba na madi can so Canada we will be here hold us to it all you have to do all responsibility and say 7 December beto aba ama John Dramani Mahama any and this need the chinye na fe yaba. Now hold us responsible. We will not be arrogant. We would work with you.
Thank you. Thank you. We will not be arrogant and we will work with you. Or say, all you have to do is hold us to account. Say, Obeto aba amayen and uto aba amayen we are holders. And NDC, ni John Dramani Bebe will say they owe you a duty of care and they will ensure say Ghana no be ye ama yen na. Now let's look at chapter 4 quickly. Time me ration very quick. Chapter 4 say powering growth through infrastructural development. Then subheading of that we have energy for the sustainable future. Energy sector management, power sector development, promoting the petroleum value chain, downstream petroleum. Under that, we have another subheading with investing in infrastructure development in Ghana, or say National Infrastructure Development Program, the big push. That's where the big push comes in. The big push. I'm going to circle that part. The National Infrastructure Development Program. No, the big push. No, me person will make note be all. A figure has been quoted by our flag bearer in the past, and that is 10 billion US dollars is what is going into the big push. 10 billion US dollars is what is going into the big push. So it's here for water supply and distribution, drainage and irrigation system, transport, upgrading road transportation system, sustainable housing development. Then another subheading on the 4.3 gives us sustainable environment and extractive sector management, environmental conservation, extractive industrial management. Then under that, we have another subheading, science, technology, digital economy, communication and innovation. Then we have science and technology, we have digital economy, communication and innovation. Yes, that is about that on that chapter 4. Inti onunso mpacho hwe that bonne tough for mommy. Oh, chimu for the sake of time. Thank you.
Fifi chapter 4 no cry there and penny 4 ka se be say yen kwagina mpo ne yebua. Infrastructure there. Ana ye there no on there e ya na be there wo NDC no. E ma me nya ho toso e wo NDC ho na. Ah ma me ye very proud say me NDC ni no. I don't know. It's a wutie me ne na onye NDC ni na wutie me am. Listen, let's eschew all pride. That makes you a big person. You see, my family, you're met with Danko Buziamu dear. And I said, if you sap and pension as if some people, mamma, papa, Mina, or Danko Buzia dear. There's Miss Sister and Kofu or Ghana, white dream. Ignani a Danko Buzia for me, come to be a Danko Buzia. But me tell us here who said, I dream that town, much you know. Oh, share a quanqua doctor. Ghana, let's say the undermining Dr. Nkrumah still a nice from baby sap and pension. Anytime be your man because the Chibia and Danko Buzia for Nababetas. Anytime be a Ghana because reverse Bia, no man Ababetan Punyaso. So, ain't you know, Sebefania can cry a beboa. Minia, the woman say, yeah, no, yeah, can't say, yeah, bread constituency be 1 million Ghana cedis, na Emma. And $1 million every idea, na Emma. Yeah, me can't man for say. Yeah, baby, one district, one dam, na Emma. One village, one dam. Yeah, baby, this should be a factory back for Emma. You can't hear you. Enti, Anna your mama can say, you bet me at 12 free SHS, and so I starting, I piloting aircon. We would need the infrastructure. And into or setting up independent tripartite committee on matters said you be here 200 day schools or all across the country. All the E-blocks no yet me containing I started CAC 200 no 146 were fully completed. A lot of them were in operation. Omukra na babekai. Ano mo ati se o meje bu nwurem. So PSH the content that they need. I also mean with teachers. Some better no mutual classes. We can only be hypocrites and of course being a partisan stooges. Nebeka says and plan better this period now. You inform to school and concotu. I'm quite Samora Academy. I'm quite orally one go feeding many that didn't go school, echo classes, and the bell bit me make up. Go to the so then what is the point? Kwesi no jina kwantia. We will get the infrastructure in. And until any see a University of Ghana Medical Center from scratch. Emra COVID by and you know Anka Health Minister. Himfana Kobeda. Enya no a anka nipa bebrebe yi a COVID chichi wo mi. Any accident ahodo esi wo Ghana yi. Ehwa na eri amanfo ko hwe omo health facility ni ade ade wo ma excellent. Amanfo e what TikTok ni ade ade mo ko TikTok na mo hwe University of Ghana Medical Center TikTok obi aye efa ho. You be amazed. John Mahama nsa no adwuma no. John Mahama nsa no adwuma. Odi mfie 9 pe o no be di president nsa no adwuma no. So it is any pay case wo ba. Now the big pushy, but not the 10 billion benchmark. You can trust so be ye. Now no can so be ye circle interchange. So na for man for craft in Dubai. Now no Ridge Hospital over 460 beds expansion. Yes, see. Share the bank hospital. Hwɛ sɛ wia deɛ ɛyɛ wɔ hɔnom hwɛ mampɔn me deɛ abia kora ne asante mampɔn ana munya nsuo nom asante mampɔn ɛne NDC to aba yɛto aba wɔ asante mampɔn asante mampɔn fo timi to aba 40% kora ma NDC yɛnyɛ ne saa o nsuo na mampɔn fo nya nom. Look at the millions of gallons there is a one ɛyɛ John Dramani Mahama bɛyɛ ɛkɔnɛtia to such a fan prince drop so ɛbɛ pie kumo ɛbɛ pie hwɛ asante mem deɛ de John Mahama yɛ wɔ asante mem saa John Mahama no ana ɛbɛ biem no. Papa no afe mahu se se no onye nipa boni ni na saa papa na mahu se na organ ho adwempa SNPP for no se de maso ansa mahu de mu odu enti ye de bai ye say infrastructure development and this great infrastructure de ye nkwagyina na ye boa enti edu ba beka ho asem nyina enti o manfo ntwe yen
me dase lawyer Anderson Danso me dase one hwam watch mu kama Tiefonzo, I'm looking at different platforms. They are still with us. They staying in common. And say we crampled a beginning. This is just the beginning. We in Colano. You could see near free be comedies. Into we say a comedies. Trailer no. Ghana near friend comedies. Yes. A friend near Baba be kumu ankasa next week. Sana Mikano, Yabeye Nia Yatuni Dean say the Ghana we left. Gay Fia Bemono and DC Fia Bemono, not Ghana to say. Yet they are compared the Ghana we have now. You hear no subsequent series, no, the manifesto, no, you better tell Abasa.
Even the Ghana we left, you know. Now, subsequently, the Ghana now, no. MPP for excuse me, we are very fair people. What I say, we are mature in politics and we are very fair people. We will even bring the excuse. The moment excuse now with COVID, we will bring it. When the moment excuse with Ukraine war, we will bring those excuses. Near say, excuse no common. If didn't wash water, one amount for who say COVID ne crab a boa by no. Then so abandon is can say bottom.
Yes.
What have the edit to quite to a japade. That's
correct. COVID was a blessing to the MPP government. Now,
in terms of money, yes.
Chapter 5. Investing where you up to chapter 7 until you do 5. You have a bonnet offer quickly 5, 6, and 7. Now you the Jumedino Abba every year. So chapter 5, investing in people for inclusive growth. I like that. Investing in people development for inclusive growth. Intianono and yes, a scholarship near the Bema, Yan Kwaya Honi and Nafufubini and Mebini Memebia, Yapa, Monomon Kwaka Kusia, Nomaba Samba Bedia. So, no. Now let's look at the subheading. Also, transforming education, early childhood education, basic education, that's it, primary and junior high school, secondary education, technical and vocational education training, that is the TVET, tertiary education. Then looking at the health, under that we have preventing diseases and promoting health and wellness, increasing access to mental health care, herbal, traditional, and alternative medicines development. Amazing. Amazing. Then public health emergencies and pandemic preparedness. Localizing quality primary and specialized health services, health worker motivation for quality health care, sustainable funding for health services, pharmaceutical sector development. Then let's look at that. Under that, there's another subheading, which is the 5.3 is gender and disability inclusion, child protection and social protection, gender support for victims for gender-based violence, protection and welfare for vulnerable groups, maternal protection and child health, social protection, protection framework for children, the age, generic care and welfare services, disability empowerment. Then subheading 5.4, empowering Zongo communities and inner city development. That is education, infrastructure, and support for Islamic education, economic empowerment and support for Muslim communities, religious and cultural support, health and infrastructure development. The 5.5 then gives us youth development, ministry for youth development, youth entrepreneurship development, youth innovative and industrial parks, empowering rural youth, digital economy accelerator, youth employment agency, the YEA. Then under subheading 5.6 gives us sports development, sports infrastructure development, sports talents and human resources development, sports governance ethics, promoting lifelong participation in inclusivity in sports. Then the final two of that is sports for economic and social development, African Union Sports Agenda 2063, and the SDA sports related goals. NDC.
No, listen, we be Anton like if Obi even half honest in their own as NDC Joe man. I mean, yes, NDC Joe man, almost for me, NDC Joe man, seriously.
The Miami down near say in Crawford manifesto no akai. Boom and share table of content no sana ye we yen start you just the table of content alone.
What is in it?
Say one share manifesto no mu kra otiate.
And maybe here you can go straight there to see. Maybe here, maybe Saka manifesto the first time straight there to the agribusiness agriculture. I want to call first and I feel education. Oh yeah. Because Obiani the here, so what I say, Obiani the here. So and the here you go there straight away. Obu on more the health the here. Obu adwuma be the here. Obu and the school the here. So Obu also a thing is into a the Zongo communities no. A bit me arise na empowerment be na ye dey bro. Men fa so papa na the pass and because na no ya Ghana Angola na no twem ya 2-3 days ya. Na we share parka. Yeah, ball so baba ita.
5 ni na tofa mami. Then 5 no bonu tofa. I am no monti as yenko.
5 chapter 5 no. The year be can say and as the year no year be hwem table of content and this manifesto na dia to no ye be tete ne basane asra free na go see 7 December na see ye be hwe transforming education e ko say no kure nyame anim ne so be kan ko wakoma ma education say enko yi so what I say education no just slogan up there and a man for edible mon sabrane se mon to abama yen enye so bi boba be free SHS mo be na be free SHS when a free SHS is enshrined in the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana as education be progressive free as a free SHS ya John Dramani Mahama any NDC if it is here and John Bedo Mababichem and John Mahama and the NDC has said it time without number so we believe to will be able to school free especially seniors high school no yes papa papa so you be Chinese student out and says you kokoto pass questions be and as you be no teacher for say munyi omani no muntimi copy and kura be twa ba kro mko do university na head dey niamo and number other tertiary institution no muntimi enye adwuma no and I say you trauma dey enyi and no say of course we understand say education has to be free at the secondary level any primary level ni nyina. But the air can say, I free quan, and then you say free, you know, you better than the JM, no crown about crack, then for so ben also. Now, so cheminica, then he can is what it here, then all the chemi a day. Now, chairman to ma, semi franco, yes, then to many words in Shine, Pama in ya, not the chemi a day. There's no point. We need equality as well. And this is what we are talking about transformation. No, Anna chapter 5, NDC can you be with them? Anna pay health. The NDC can say, no, we are secretary and say at a range a bit map to COVID-19. And Sabia if we have any public health emergency, I say, be free, baby, boy, our pomodima, and quite bit me also. Because a pandemic yaba. Or China be before bit me aba. Pandemic yaba COVID-19 dear dances be bit me aba. And face mental health. Ghana no see for mental health in Yajuma. Nipa be be horn more Saturday come as I be hano. So and no NDC because there be the homophobia baby na ya trim na de me de kura na mu say you then say or say alternative to the traditional medicines no alternative to the mainstream medicine we know no it's a herbal traditional medicine any other medicine na aka no and to share homeopathy acupuncture any other areas or other medicines so according to for bebre we di pa de hwe no ho yare a e be ya iba unima unim eno na ban so ni nyina begum ni ahwe ni papa wo ana fe how focus motivation for quality healthcare motivation in what me immigration lawyer I know what I'm talking about. Every single person in the health sector wants to run away in Ghana. I'm telling you, of course people would want to leave your mama time now it depends on but they didn't have the need to sure sir nurse for country about Ghana amen no na Zimbabwe for them and da.
That's correct.
Every this is here see and say no next graduate some are paying huge amount of money in bribes and getting a clearance letter and getting their pin and running away without even serving the country for one day because they don't see the need to. Motivation you morale from as ni nyina ya banya ni nyina ya pipi abanya morale ni ho. So, and no NDC cash. We are going to restore the morale. The Bemajumana Yakono. And the motivational from the bathroom of a sustainable funding for healthcare and health services. When we are able to sustain the fund of year, I know beyond the person who was the name of Babetina Bruchilu. Babetina Debbie, when you are living well, a Ghana do. Sabina Kotia Konyanus Yankagana do. So 80 people would not want to rush and come and live here when the right motivation is there. And known at NDC on the health area at the chapter 5 of investing in the people for inclusive growth. I don't know. After gender and disability inclusion. Sebona we did them. And I feel so and yet my mind be brain ye come match dodo. And when you know this is Debbie. Ye be man ya see me here. Now you say I'm for the training to us. The okay to Obama, Yaki Obama. And this in Kuto, a political party. It's me, Babemo. Ye, the running mate of the flag bearer as a woman. A professor, Nana G. Where do you dance your pepe? Where do you dance your pepe? Say, gender equality na yeka one seven. Yet, yes, when you hear dance here, paper painting, because on swire. I found share empowering Zongo communities now, but they can't about that. And for youth development, and when you have papa, or maybe angry youth, and that should be an unemployment rate. So, me share a TikTok, any other social media, and that's a brand channel, Edium, on the Debbie Bomber system. This one will be that, on the idea bomber, some program see I'm anymore. Nobody swoop, nobody mutis, no, not massa, a dangerous one. Now, if this is what the youth are doing, I just want to open you. This is how many briska. No, they are there. I can't be said because yes, so many briska. But ye one on this scale. Ye one is say, ye man tiene yes say no. I want to say no museum no mo make na go so no. And ye wa quantum na ane pattern. Ye one is say you. E ya ba ya. Ono di o man tika nyina hye ne botom ni pafia ni botom a. One few be yet no. Ana na man tiene yes a. Ye nya ne say bi. And this is ye nya ne say bi. Ghana no ye nyina ye dia. And yet, say the pack of crabs can be shown to a sports and an American. And we have they say a sports na conform. I go from Paris. I'm not for something and qualify for a year after year. So it's as a conform homegrown players, no, and then on your basuka crab, baby, beyond Bazombo everywhere on Bazombo. Because in Timmy Hannes in here, when you can see a paper, and another American, now near Angola. In fact, park a boss ball Babaya. I'm saying, Babaya paid. Anna Park Bonnie. In fact, wouldn't say Angola for the coach in the crack and said, and Fataya.
Yeah, Ghana deserves a better pitch.
Yes, I see Fataya. That's why I'm correct. And a correct. Maybe more can say, and that's yes, honestly, ball is to be and Fataya. I was a kind of prayer, and Fataya. To me, that's a party chapter 6. Body to my 9 chapter 7 AV.
That's the one with him. Into chapter 6, also restoring good governance and fighting corruption. Chapter 6, a tear from Obia and you're very attentive. No muntie because
chapter, we think about chapter 2. I'm telling you.
But it's okay. Once a woman, dear, a woman, dear,
and go for the money. And people for the money. And people for the money.
Chapter 6, yeah, Ghana Nibia, restoring good governance and fighting corruption. Here Ghana Nibia, inti muntie also promoting good governance, fighting corruption and ensuring transparent governance. Long-term national development plan. Hey, I've been looking for that and it's coming again. Restoring public confidence and trust in government, strengthening independent constitutional bodies, parliamentary oversight and accountability, media freedom, building resilient relationships with social partners, National Day of Prayers and Thanksgiving, strengthening state-owned enterprises, special economic development enclaves. Then under 6.2, we have what is called justice delivery, enhancing justice delivery, justice for all, judicial accountability. Then 6.3, we have local governance and decentralization, very important, strengthening local governance, sanitation, clean up Ghana, solid waste management. 6.4, public safety and security. Public safety and security, institutional reforms for public safety, investment in security infrastructure and capacity building, community policing and national security structure enhancement, technological and logistical investment, human resources and welfare improvement of security services, Ghana Armed Forces, Ghana Police Service, Ghana Prison Service, Ghana National Fire Service, Ghana Immigration Service, National Disaster Management Organization, custom divisions. Amazing. 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 Now, decentralization and local governance. Very, 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 very important. And yes, I'm boss who are justice delivery because a true for bebre for what timide law because if they don't get the justice that they deserve. And then there is another page, sorry, another particular subheading. I can say they will make sure say our institution bodies work independently and they are enhancing justice delivery. Apart from that, also restoring public confidence and trust in government. Very, very important. Media freedom. So in Niema Bebre or Abanwe, MPP Abanwe, Omabeseno, with regards to good governance and fighting of corruption. And I'm happy to see all this. And another good thing, which is to me, is actually the cherry on the cake for me is, where is it? Is long-term vision building. Where is that? Bear with me 1 second. I need to hammer that. Bear with me 1 second because it's very, very important. Institutional reforms for not the institutional. Apart from, I've mentioned that there was a part that spoke about
is it the one that speaks about
long-term national development plan. If you remember when we were in power, John Mahama and the NDC wanted to build a 40-year national development plan into Obiaba. Government doesn't matter, NDC, NPP, CPP, WKY. It doesn't matter what you are. You follow the same plan of development.
Yeah.
In Papu way ba ben one of use Professor Day, on obejina no beka say follow sa plan. Why? Because we're not able to enshrine it into our constitution and make it law. A best some mama yes, sir.
Especially when we make it entrenched. I want to make sana near Timaku.
And I'm happy to see this again. And this time, I'll borrow your word. We want to make sure it's entrenched to make sure we have a long-term national development plan. God bless you, NDC, and God bless you, John Dramani Mahama. Look, Ghana we have a savior. The NDC is there. The NDC is there, and John Dramani Mahama is there. We have a savior. The Pacho Bonto Mahama, never the Yanko, last one is to be.
Yeah, maybe one tough one. Now, the fact region, on say, we share public safety and security. No, about Ghana Armed Forces, after Ghana Police, Ghana Prisons, Ghana National Fire Service, Ghana Immigration, after NADMO, and after Customs Division.
Yes.
Chief, I can assure you, what the American say, morale from. I'm telling you, science institution morale from papa. On say check no, police pending dampare. Yeah, tell me the bebetina Parliament Committee anymore. On one MPP Nibia later cost stand there, be quiet or report no. Now when you bomb on them. On one Nippon and the same level in a year, nobody did this, your report no. MPP ni be one on working out the conversation. Morale form. Now it cuts across all the security institutions. No, papa. They come out and say, "Ye kika funo ni ye kika madampai." Enye baby omana kwa kuduno. Na kufu adu alowa ba no. Corruption is too much, just too much. So what they say, forming companies and stealing our money, and even documenting it on family black platforms, so secret platforms, right? Yeah, me on chat bonnet there, udia in smada, and it's almost bako. Unse Japan, no more bako na review. Yes, it's a contract for America by Omenfino. Anna omaje contract no obi na ode abufu epia to abonte na fama for sakai enti obsin adoye so na odi omachi oka ho enti ne sakai a no dream carry call captain smart one emu nsem nyina ekoso e ba so de omo tro last week de omo tro Japan nkura GBC nipa omo ba ho omo GBC sika omo hia time ye host games no ni nyina omo tro wa de ma omo implement it enti ano ne ka say corruption, we will fight it and we'll make sure everything is transparent master. And maybe say Uber say NDC winning power say creep, which of course I know. Say inshallah, any uncle Paul has rather maybe winning power. And also Uti and the don't and who vote had by some of us will sit down and make sure satisfy this manifesto is it working? Now, if it's not working, some of us will even write against our own political parties. What they say? One of our Bema and declare asset, and no many of them say pam. Obiabe declare an asset, and yes, I'm Obiama position here. We have to declare and see how much you have. Not for function here, together with allowances. The dividends are about from private companies. Taxes are what you have to. You have to be a regional. The tia Oba Bema and Nia, why ye said, I mean, fear night panel. It means cost one Ghana, sir, and no NDC cap. We are going to restore public confidence and trust in government. It's a public confidence or form. If you were a for be my disappointment, oh, and this near MPP, no, who told you that? When it comes to us and this near MPP, oh, you pay. Oba kusi University of Ghana Medical Center, yare ba ye, ye nem amanfo kodem wo. Ba ko so de se sika pro na de be University of Ghana Medical Center. Aye PDS o ma chichiri sika no, e de akwakoto aye island bi so e Caribbean. Enti wo hu ye. E ba ne se na se ni pe nyina ye pe. NDC ni MPP nyina ye pe. MPP amambofo, NDC edwo. Edwo man konkan. Justice delivery hu nya papa. Justice delivery ye. Na ne nyina hu anas video no na de o ye bai. So, say I say cry. I'm telling you, I say cry. Also, I say ya pow. Any baby or domo call a Supreme Court. Ama NDC on press conference. See the name point. Also, I say Professor be or no, na neku fa no. Or Professor of Canada or Dimika or Canadian passport or Dimika. Omatumbregu and never show or go Supreme Court. Say I'm proven. And as you're going. In the justice delivering this, he said here, I said, yeah, Tom. One in Bonio Medin, they are packing the bus, thinking, say, I get away with it when they leave. The judges are supposed to interpret and for them to interpret. Now, local governance and decentralization. So, I want some care. Also, now, no boy from Bastard Boys, I'm prepare. Local authorities in the area. Now, no more chia you John Dramani Mahama. In fact, almost kakra. And wash your boss say, Obidio man penny, which I know, say Yamid and the Baba, Ghana for the Baba Bidiman penny, Bidiman penny. What is our Bastard Boys Bay? Minister for Sanitation and Otiapuno is here, Lydia, a year honorable member of parliament for Awasugo. Or no, I was a connect some ranty, it is our so. No more have one comment me up clean up your me. We need any cram, few cram. 1 minimum. So it is some me crash, a wood him and neck. No more I was work on Muntuno. No more fight on the mellow. John Mellow is a youngster. They be because I there for your journey power. I'm for the Melo sales. I could answer. Now, what much on the Melo Obama was up at the bottom. I want to know no money. Shall could answer. Yeah, Baba, near his any money in a near Minia.
That's one of them, lawyer Anderson down. So, into your last chapter, which is chapter 7, I say deepening international relation and foreign policy. So, international relation and foreign policy, blueprint and strategic framework, economic diplomacy and trade, regional and multilateral engagement, and Pan-African and diaspora engagement, peacekeeping and security, diaspora engagement and consular service. Nese anonso anono. Na niye me de ewo ahono monso kakrani say ye nyina ehun say MPP ba ben we have some of these MPP bad men. Even diplomacy crampono ebini omo menka me saying ebi yamfabian tete omo when it comes to international relation. Ebi timi kofa Bulgaria embassy ebubu Bulgaria embassy than not just Bulgaria embassy, other embassies as well. And some of these embassies were so worried for even in Ghana. All this will be the thing of the past. And before the mabe bio na ye maminum bu baby almost say yesumu brebre the enka say also then uwa fayeko yesum brebre the enka say uwa fayeko. We can't wait say the prior ebe problematico mpacho bohotofa tefe the emphasis in brebre.
International relations on here, papa. Say only a afofro ebe eno na NDC kase. Ye abri nyina ye ne amafofro bibiri atere yi. Na na ekufo na say ano. Ono ogoshi America for no kukacha America for say Burkina Faso and a house amafo e babone for mo. Na Burkina Faso ne bohye asema hu wonte na wo so enye also on the especially other countries no and on the say we have that blueprint and strategic framework you become page 161 of the manifesto you become near the blueprint and the strategy near be paying you ne amama who also a diplomacy na economic diplomacy and trade said the other countries edija. In fact, NDC ho ade pa eno kwa na ebehye mu kina asan pagem enti no ho asem ana ye ka ho asem afi regional multilateral engagement afi ho na no ye region wo West Africa region e wo ma e koso no ye behwe hawa ye ne amanfo aka no ebedi ense wo so ena me na wo kasai ECOWAS court a o metranso Abuja the president of ECOWAS court we Ghana ni. Yeah, Justice Asante, Edward Asante, we're Ghana ni. It's Ghana for your shady, your question. There's at the end of the day, near Moya, so, and answer by the policies, Ninya, Edipan Woyantenka, and answer on shut down for the beer to me, Mefi, where ambassador go, we see it. Ambassador Dobokoi, a mamansi, at the end, was almost for me, Mefi. It's answer, a Fianano, one year, or Konubiqua for you, bribe, ambassador, the Bria, good idea. Omo wo sisi a omo to omo Johnson nana mitiminya company some de ni kofi na obefre abankese no na ba me nkrofo ne se omra metua wi ansa na omo ba me so okay cash for seat no ne pay money ansa na wo alaji ba me and it's still working enti omo kroma na emusifo na wa abroche ne ade no omo ntimi mfa investors enko for the simple reason say omo no ma se no And nobody trusts them anymore. After Pan-Africanism and diaspora engagement is very much important. We have to rise on it. And a peacekeeping the security. And they Burkina Faso, Guinea, so and see who be here pass anybody down near the cosina any consular services also embassy one and also and once more. Baby, I do know and next week Ghana we left them and Ghana now as opposed to the arguments they are doing now your messages and so you're penning for I depart and Mr. Diapa what they are saying and why the stakes are high. It's major M1 say me that's it.
Me that say Moma Yema lawyer Addison Dansu Mo why adie why what Napoleon couldn't do Obi Beka. Yeah, that was bebre say what's umbre Ababa Johnny Atobo Atrechi near Sana Mikayan and so no subsequent series we will have the secretariat spoke people or persons to come and then explain things to us. Sana ababe shishi niyama ebu omanafa. Very, very important because we need to prepare the people, the mind of the people, and we need to also prepare the party, what they are going to also do, and then get all the information. Into a bani to sana na ubi ankasa woman kasa at least ni no ya can ato already and sana ye to sasa. Well, once again, thank every single one of you who came and supported us. Mi pacho mi bucha udina facheme jomo woko or say we can't wait to meet JM coming 2025. Welcome. Wama JM akwaba kradeda. Yomomo kona or say JDM is a very good politician. Enyana mansa sasa or say Akufo-Addo's free SHS. It's just our message, you know. Okay, Asamba. I'll say Akufo-Addo's free SHS is virtually no education at all. It's commensurate to illiteracy. The double track is absolutely rubbish. Glad JDM is going to sort this out. I know nobody actually like that double track system, but you know, these people, they've watered down the education for us. So many of you who came supported us this evening or tonight, we thank you. Next week, same time, that's 7 p.m. Yeah, my man, yeah, papa, no, mutie, if he, me, krum, kofobia, srodai, betomu, kumasi, all the bekum, all the various areas, Ghana, Fanenina, Mamo Vota, Mamo Western, Mamo Central, Mamo BA, Brohafufo, Mamo Northern, Upper East, Upper West, Savannah, Northern region, yet that munyinase, munguso, namun share, mama message, you know. Enka Encrofonsa. Yen affiliate also ye ni omo eye adwuma and you may omo che video making sure say if you be su obi aso Benjamin Wayo Mama and the team moso yedamase maya de na minshiramo say ma che adwuma ama fagana baby ama obia enye biase. Thank you. My name is Fifi Asante, and as I remind you, this show is brought to you by NDC UK and Ireland Chapter, powered by the NDC UK and Ireland Chapter Communication Bureau. Makramo, Dasene, Yebesan Eshia. Producer, Fesi Sumame, Fanjumnu Sumame. Yeah, John Mama, Mentie Cranka, Menda. Fesi Sumame,